Hi guys, my name is Mehtab Ali Gurgez. You're watching Mehtab Ali TV. Today I'm gonna tell you how many zeros are in a million, billion and trillion. You might know how many the zeros are in millions, but what about the zeros in billion or trillion? Did you know that these large numbers can lead up to the uncommon term called Google? We usually find the number of zeros of millions or billions emitted from articles because of their vast number. However, you must familiarize yourself with the worth of these numbers, especially when it comes to different fields under science and math. The digit 0, 0, serves as a marker to distinguish the multiples of 10. The larger the value, the more groups of zeros are needed. With that said, you're probably curious as to how rich billionaires are. There's a reason why most statisticians believe that the problem of world hunger can end if all billionaires worked together and donated their money. Read on and learn how important the role of zeros is in money, in measurements, and in our everyday lives. How many zeros in a million matter? Most people already know how many zeros are in a million. Just ask anyone from the street and they'll easily answer that a million consists of 6 zeros. That's 2 groups of 3 zeros that you can easily type down. To further break it down, there are 1,000 thousands in 1 million. The whole amount sounds large if you apply it to money. However, dreaming of becoming a millionaire is not as easy as it seems. From 2019 claims that a majority of Americans face a series of issues that likely prevent them from becoming full-fledged millionaires. Despite the various case studies presented, the average American citizen still has to cope with 2021's cost of living. Aside from that, you and other US college graduates have to work hard to pay back $1.6 trillion worth of student debt that has accumulated since 2008. You also have to save up for your rent, utility bills, and other daily expenses. Due to these several setbacks, we don't blame you for struggling to become a millionaire. The average $5,555 monthly salary in the USA barely scratches the surface of the 1,000 thousands in 1 million. As of 2021, about 7.9 billion people are living in the world. Among those people, billionaires Bernard Arnault and Jeff Bezos keep moving up and down the top spot in the current list of the richest person in the world. The combined worth of the two businesses is valued at around $500 billion, excluding the total cost of their private wealth. Aside from Bezos and Arnault, longtime billionaires like Bill Gates and Elon Musk strive to stay rich because that's what they're good at. Most of them earn money from their careers or businesses that focus on what they're passionate about. As most math teachers would say, numbers play an important role in all our lives, especially in the lives of the rich. In a billion, there are 9 zeros. To simplify things, a billion has 3 groups of 3 zeros. Experts use this large value when they're measuring something that exceeds millions because a billion is equal to 1,000 million. If you apply for that big number of money, you can see why billionaires just love making more cash. How many zeros are in a trillion? Now that you know how many zeros are in a billion, learning about the value of a trillion and other larger values will be a breeze. You can easily write down and determine the difference of big values by the end of this article. Before we delve into the written value of large numbers, we must discuss the importance of grouping zeros, 0, into 3. How many zeros do we need to type down to determine the value of a trillion? Well, we advise you not to write it as 1 trillion. It'll take you ages before you're sure about the value. It's simpler to write it 1 trillion as 1 trillion. By grouping the zeros into 3, you can see the difference between hundreds, thousands, and so on. Thanks to this method, it's easier to distinguish how many zeros need to be grouped to name the large value. How many zeros are in the Googol and Googolplex? The largest known number is the Googol and the Googolplex. The Googol has about 100 zeros, while the Googolplex has a Googol of zeros. We rarely hear of these terms in numbers because it's larger than the presumed number of atoms in the universe. Aside from the $1.6 trillion accumulated student debt in the US, you might encounter a high number of video views. On YouTube alone, you can find various videos with more than 1 billion views. Because of this, the video streaming platform garnered over 1 trillion views while considering its engagement metrics. Despite YouTube's long run, streaming platforms like TikTok accumulates more views from users because of its distinguished time limit. With today's fast-paced life, short and concise clips gain more views than longer ones. A trillion seconds is longer than a billion minutes, but the latter sounds more time consuming than the former. How many zeros are in Jeff Bezos' net worth? Have you ever wondered how many zeros there are in Amazon founder Jeff Bezos' bank account? Bezos claimed one of the top spots in the various recorded list of the wealthiest people in the world. He's included in the whopping number of 2,095 billionaires in 2020. With this, it's understandable why various experts in economics and statistics believe that billionaires can end world hunger if they wanted to. Whoever makes it to the top 10 list of billionaires accounts for about $1,128.50 billion, with the other 9 spots. According to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index, Jeff Bezos' approximate net worth is around $201 billion as of June 19, 2021. In digits, that's about 201 billion. Coming in close is Bernard Arnault with a net worth of about $174 billion. Thanks for watching. Subscribe my YouTube channel for more interesting videos.